So today we have with us the former Member of Parliament, Mr. Vundavalli Arun Kumar, here with us, who is here to share his experience and his passion for politics. Known for his forthrightness and candid nature, he had quit active election politics when there were differences between him and the other party members, and he still claims to be an active politician from afar. So let's talk to him and get to know more about his life and his passion for politics. So sir, you have been into politics since you were young, like since you were in high secondary school, and today there's a population percentage of 65% of youth population in India. How much percentage do you think is into politics?
No, it's not like that. To be interested in active politics is something different from having full picture known to them about the political scenario. I think nowadays youth are more acquainted with the facts that are happening day to day in political. In our days it was not like this. Because of this information technology, youth now in India are politically more aware than as we were in our young days. Definitely it's a good sign. Unless you know what is happening, it's very difficult to be a player in the game. You should know the game. So now majority, the 65%, I don't know the exact figures, but majority of the youth population, they are well aware of what is happening throughout the world, and they go through newspapers, websites, YouTube, channels. So they have their own ideas and it's good for the country.
How many of them are actual players in politics? Because they say today's youth is are tomorrow's leaders.
Every voter is a player. For me, every voter, when he votes, any educated voter, he will definitely think about what is happening and vote. So definitely every voter is a player, and if he wants to be more keen in the game, he'll support some party, he'll work for some party, or he'll post a SMS, post a WhatsApp message, what is happening. Now that's what happening. Everybody is afraid of social media. That's good. So everybody is an active player now.
Like we are aware that all the government posts that we have require a minimum qualification, be it even for the post of a peon under a government job. But why is it that a politician does not require any pre-criteria qualification when he is actually representing a state or even in the municipal corporation?
Yeah, this is a question which is in circulation from several years. But I don't think that education qualification is a necessity in a country like India. If you go back to our freedom fighting days, our freedom fighters, and one to have knowledge about the problems of the people, he need not possess any qualification. One of the most intelligent politicians of the yesteryear, Mr. Kamaraj Nada of Tamil Nadu, he doesn't know anything except Tamil. Even to Jawaharlal Nehru, he used to communicate only in Tamil. Maybe they were having a Dubasi in between. And we know one from our state, Vavilal Gopal Krishnaya, who was asked to come and deliver lectures on economics in universities. He is, I think, from elementary school he is discontinued and went into political fight. So to possess a qualification, I mean a degree or a postgraduate degree, well, it's good, but it can't be made a necessity. It can't be made a necessity to enter into politics, because majority of the people of the country are still illiterates. Literacy rate, I think it's 40% or so now. So much harm is not being done because they are not possessing any qualification. Yes, idiotic people and impudent people may have very big qualifications, very big degrees and post-graduation degrees. To have minimum education is always good. It is itself a salvation to many problems. But not having it necessarily need not be a curse.
But there are certain ministers who, we have textile ministers, we have education ministers. At least they should have that minimum knowledge of what they are working for. That is essential, I believe.
The way the government runs, the people who are in legislatures like ministers, MLAs, MPs, they represent the grievances of the people. And they have these IAS officers, IAS, IPS, IFS. They are the most intelligent cream of Indian quality. They are being brought and kept beside this man. So finally they will be there to assist him. This man is representing the people's grievance, and that man has to find out a solution because he is selected on merit, having so much of intelligentsia, hard work. I still feel that our IAS, IPS officers, they are definitely intellectuals. They are above common man. So if they go together, the politician and the administration, they go together, it's a good... nowadays what is happening is, unfortunately, the politician is dictating, and even the IAS, IPS officers are becoming psychopaths. That is the biggest drawback. Otherwise it's always good, an intelligent man. He knows the rules, he knows the constitution, he knows what is happening throughout the world, and the other man is a politician. He knows what is the ground reality, the suffering of the people. So both of them can find solutions easily if they work on their own arena. Trespassing into others' arena is creating all problems.
We had caste-based reservations in a time where certain people in the society were denied acceptance, denied minimal acceptance. So at that time, caste-based reservations were made. But now, when there's been a drastic change from then to now. Not like people aren't denied from taking water from the wells. Do you think that even now we need caste-based reservations?
No, this our Indian, what you call our Sanatana Dharma or system is based on caste. Caste is a reality. God is a myth, but caste is a reality. So to come out of that caste structure, definitely caste was good ancient times, but now it doesn't have any, because intercaste marriages are there, and the intercaste marriages, they are producing children, they are all almost without caste, they don't claim any caste, but they are successful in life. It's a slowly, this is a cycle. You can't come out of that caste frame so easily by making any law. And definitely even today, after so many years of independence, if you go to a scheduled caste house in a village, you will find it's not on par with forward caste. And if you go to a backward caste house, hut in a village, definitely is suffering, still suffering. So reservations, educational reservation and job pre-qualification reservations, these are a part of that to bring them back into the society. And this was democratically accepted. This was not imposed.
It was accepted only for a limited period of time that has been extending, for...
Yeah, because we could not get the result. Even today, I challenge, you go to any village, 50% of the huts, total huts of the village are scheduled caste or backward caste. Go to any village. If you find any such village that less than 50% belongs to SC and BCs, you tell me, I will then start canvassing for...
No, but there can be other methods to uplift them.
Tell me what are the methods?
Why based on caste when we know that the village comprises of SCs and STs only, why bring out their caste? You can just uplift them because they need the help.
How? Tell me that.
Because they need the help.
Yeah, they need the help. How do you know that who needs the help? Majority of the scheduled caste are still suffering, so the reservations are continuing. Majority of the BCs are still suffering, so they wanted reservations.
But there's been misuse of...
Misuse is there, it's always there. In every field it's there. Why only reservations?
There's more of misuse, like
in every
people
field,
who do not deserve it are getting it. And
no, that is about 10%. You don't think that people who do not deserve are getting it. 10% is there. I think some creamy layer is being started, and people who have more than 6 lakhs or 10 lakhs in a year, they will be disqualified from getting any benefits of the reservations. It will all slowly evolve. See, people should not get a feeling that they are being subjected to so much of harassment for years and years, thousands of years. And now the democratic government has started something from last 60 years, and they have started a discussion on that. People, first thing is what they get is a different matter. People first, they should feel that they are also part of this country, they are also part of this community, and they are being given, because they are suffering, they are being helped by the better off brothers. That feeling, if it goes, whatever help you do, it doesn't matter. But they are not in a position to receive it. They want to take it as a right, not as a charity. These reservations, they were given as a democratic right under Constitution. If you feel that the reservations are being misused, you have to correct it. That doesn't mean that reservations are bad.
Okay, the caste reservations are still prevailing. Why is it that, like you said, that there are many villages that have not, that people are still
that is
living in the huts?
that is the misusing being done, which has to be arrested. For that, young people like you should tell how to, just to say that scrap the reservations, it's not a solution.
There could be other methods of
tell me what are those methods
there could be
you suggest?
merit-based reservations.
Pardon?
Like for educational reservations, there could be merit-based reservations. Why, like I believe that why give reservation to somebody who doesn't study but he gets the reservation just because he's an SC or an ST?
But how do you identify whether he is studying or not?
Records.
Because automatically he will be disqualified. You are helping him only to some extent. After that he has to go on merit. You are only helping him to some extent. And now IAS, IPS officers from scheduled caste, they have proved to be on par with other castes. They are delivering things. They are doing very good job.
But the marks, the qualifying marks for an OC.
That is what the reservation. Yes, that is what the reservation.
If like
because you see, you and me, our environment is totally different from the environment they came from. You won't see the actual misery. Definitely you will realize that it is a must. You should go. As a Brahmin, I too sometimes feel that why should I be like this when a man who is not as meritorious as me is getting jobs and all that on the name of reservation. But once when I think of my childhood and his childhood, my drawbacks, his drawbacks, my assets, his assets, my strong points and his strong points, my weaknesses, his weaknesses, this is correct way. He can never compete with me. This is the only way, and it's successfully being implemented. Yes, some drawbacks are there, but definitely they will come out of that. Ambedkar thought it will take 10 years. Maybe it will take 100 years, it doesn't matter.
Don't you think that caste-based reservations are being misused by the politicians themselves?
Naturally, everything will be misused by a politician. A politician's first priority is to win the election. If you are going to vote on caste basis, he will use the caste. If you are going to vote for cash, he will give you cash. In democracy, people will get what they deserve. That is democracy. Change should come from the people. Naturally, politicians will also change.
So we expect a good change, not an evil change.
Yeah, the people wants it. People will get what they deserve. What does it mean?
Like, don't you think that they have been used to this kind of treatment? Like, had the politicians not introduced them to such, cash, vote for cash, if they wouldn't have introduced them
See,
to such things,
you go to Kerala once. You go to Kerala and spend some time there. Go to government offices, go to courts, go to police stations. You will be surprised that whether Kerala is in India or not. Yes, no corruption. Zero corruption.
Okay.
An allegation against the chief minister, a scam having 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs, even a corporator will be ashamed. What is this? You are involving me in, after all, 50 lakhs. The chief minister of the state is involved in a scam which values 50 lakhs, and there was a bandh for 3 days, entire Kerala. Why Kerala is identified like that and other 4 states in the South India, they run elections only on money. Why? Why? Because politicians there, they are not as polluted as the other the 4 states of the South India. Okay. Why politicians are polluted? People are not as polluted as Kerala. People are not as polluted as other 4 states. They are happy. There is no poverty there. There are no beggars there. Kerala, but per capita income is not on par with any other southern India states.
It will take time, no?
No, it doesn't. It's not a question. See, people with education, people with knowledge, they should come and they should spend some time in politics. Spending some time in politics is not contesting an election. You try to educate your servant maid. When you are going in an auto, you try to educate the auto rickshaw boy. You try to educate the rickshaw puller. What are his rights? What is he doing? What is his children doing? To which school they are going? And it will be an education to you also. This is a continuous process. Unless everybody is involved, democracy will not survive. It will perish.
Like we were speaking about politics, I strongly believe that it has become more of sentimental and emotional. Like they start playing with your emotions. They give you gifts. They give you. They say, you know, you're this caste. I'll give reservations to this caste. It has lost its true meaning. Politics is for development, not for you can't play with a person's emotions. What do you think about that?
No, man, a human being is a sentimental, emotional animal. The difference between an animal and a human being is sentiments and emotions. So definitely they play a very big role. They have to play. They play a very big role. And if that is being used for the advantage, that should be stopped. How? People like you should voice it, should come out and tell why you are using the sentiments and why you are using the emotions. Talk about the development, talk about the poorest of the poor, what benefits you have given them, what you are going to give them, and how you are going to give them. These questions should be processed from educated class. That is itself coming into politics. Previously, you have to ask for press to print it, publish it and all that. Now you have the social media. Use it. Come on, send it. It's being circulated. It's being viewed by lakhs of people.
Aren't we being silenced then?
Who silenced? There are not such any. You are now taking an interview. Who will silence you?
Not me. Recently, a man was arrested for making remarks on how the government was working, and then there was this man in Maldivian man who was killed because he posted something against the government. This is being silenced by the government.
You know, when you are walking on the road, a lorry come and hits you, you are killed. Every day we are seeing that in TV. How many people are being killed for no reason? On footpath the truck comes. Yesterday somebody walking on Vizag beach, brakes last and he has come and he hit and 4 people killed there itself. But we are not stopping walking. Things keep happening. This is all in the life. If you feel you see something will happen to me, you better keep quiet. You have no right to live. If you want to live a rightful living, you have to give your sound against some certain things, supporting certain things. If you don't raise your voice, where will you go? Same thing will happen. Raising voice is itself politics. Nothing else. You are raising your voice against any evil thing that is happening, you are active in politics. And you are supporting something which is good, you liked it, you are very active in politics. Be in politics.
Okay, so a new capital is coming up in Andhra Pradesh. The new capital is coming up. And obviously we need help and support from the other states and the other countries. So how far do you think is the Chief Minister successful in getting support for the building of the capital?
No, the capital issue I have deferred right from the beginning. Right from the day he has started the land pooling and acquiring thousands and thousands of acres. Because in Hyderabad, which was the capital of Nizam, later has become the capital of Andhra Pradesh. Today, the total area, the Secretariat, Assembly, Council, government offices, MLA quarters, ministers' quarters, IAS officers' quarters, NGOs' quarters, all together is less than 2,000 acres. In 400 years history is there for Hyderabad. At least 60 years history is there as capital of Andhra Pradesh. And he wants to make it 30,000, 40,000 acres. Somehow I didn't understand. But let us see, he's doing so many things, and finally I have already published a book. This is Brahmaravati, not Amaravati. You know what is Brahma? And yesterday that Maki, which is one of the very popular architects in the world, they have issued a statement openly, because generally companies like that, they don't come out. They have given a statement openly, saying that this government has nothing, Bihar government is better than AP government. It is very damaging.
By the government itself that
yeah, they have paid, and suddenly they have dismissed him and called somebody else. But you see, generally a company of that level, that reputation, which has a worldwide known reputation for its architecture talents, a company giving a statement against a state and comparing to the worst state in the country, Bihar. Bihar still, Nitish Kumar is a very good chief minister, but Bihar still has to take some, it will take some decades. Andhra is supposed to be the best state, best government. Chandrababu Naidu is supposed to be the most technical savvy. And they say that nothing is happening here, Bihar is better. And they come to the press. That itself shows what I was telling is right.
In the recent article in the Hindu, a Russian firm has decided it is keen on building a shipyard in Visakhapatnam. So, don't you think that ties between Andhra Pradesh with the other countries is a little strong? Or do you think even this is some kind of joke or something?
No, Russians or any country, if they want to build something in sea, they have to go to Vizag, Kakinada. They can't build in Hyderabad. But when it comes to Russians coming and spending some money or investing money in India, not in Andhra Pradesh. Nobody knows Andhra Pradesh in Russia. They know only India. So this is a different way of approach, saying that our state is bringing so much of investment. I don't know why, but they'll come. Vizag is there. Russians in Vizag have links from 70s. Indira Gandhi time itself, Russians have to Vizag. It's also very good. Let them do it. But they'll come not to Andhra Pradesh. They'll come to India.
We have countries like US that have only 2 political parties, whereas in India we have numerous political parties. So what are the reasons behind them having only 2 parties and we having so many parties, yet India is called as a developing country and not a developed country?
No, there are parties, but people won't vote. If you go to US, you have recently the Green Party is there. They are getting about 8% of the votes. There are parties, but people will not vote for them. That is the reason they are minimized, as if there are no parties existing, only Democrats and Republicans. Here also, BJP, NDA is now becoming a strong thing, and UPA. Slowly it will develop. We are very young. Our democracy is very young.
Okay. So how much time do you think it's going to take to develop? And what kind of politicians do we need that India, it grows on a faster pace?
No, it's good. I don't complain that our system is bad or our politicians are bad. You should never forget, which I have already said, in democracy people will get what they deserve. This is a fundamental rule. Because they are selecting the people, they are electing the people. People are electing their representatives. So when they start electing good representatives, they will get good governance. When they vote for caste or cash, they will get the same type of governments. So this is changing, and definitely we could survive as a democratic country, which our neighbors could not. You see the Bangladesh, see Pakistan, see Sri Lanka. But in India, such a huge country, we never had any martial law here. It was always democratic transfer of power. So that's a very good achievement. So I don't complain. If Modi has come to power, what is the strength of Modi? He is honest. People believed it. It's a great development. Kejriwal was come into power in Delhi only because he is honest. And now he is reduced because honesty itself will not work. You have to show the result also. Kejriwal failed in performing. So the people are slowly getting, thinking when they vote. It's good.
Recently, not recently exactly, but senior stars have started to take active part in politics. How far have they been successful in their endeavors?
There is nothing wrong. Anybody can be a part in the politics. Anybody can contest the election.
But they should even.
They are more popular as cinema actors. They are more popular. So naturally, people they fantasize themselves as the hero. So naturally the hero will have that advantage. But just because they are heroes, they didn't survive. Here in Andhra Pradesh, about 10-15 people have won elections and they lost the next election. Big heroes with a huge big following. But N.T. Ramarao survived because people believe that he is performing. Like that, M.G. Ramchandran has survived, Jayalalitha has survived. So there is nothing wrong in cinema stars coming into politics. Anybody can come into politics. They will have an advantage definitely. I am not known to so many people like a comedian in a very small movie is known to.
You're not
Definitely, yes. A small comedian in a flop movie is more popular than me. It's a truth. Because people will immediately recognize him. Oh, he acted in such and such film. So that is a fundamental necessity for a politician. He should be recognized first. Later, he will be discussed whether he is good or bad. All these things. For first fundamental thing, they got on themselves because of their profession. That's an advantage. So cinema stars have always had. Last election in 2009, I won against two heroes. One is Prabhas uncle, Krishnamraju, who was ex-minister, ex-MP and ex-central minister. And one is the present MP, Murali Mohan. Both are heroes. People immediately recognize them. Still that didn't work out. What Rajshekar Reddy did, what Congress did, that has worked out and I won. So to be a cinema star definitely is advantageous, but that doesn't mean that cinema stars can win as it is. It's not true.
In the recent attacks on the army personnel at the border, their body was mutilated, and the people want the government to take stands against Pakistan and declare it as a terror country. So what do you believe? Is it only sadism, or are they being influenced by somebody to commit such heinous crimes?
I can't comment on this because I never had things like this about Idi Amin and those people I had, not with military people. About Idi Amin, Idi Amin of Uganda, he was a very small child by then. He was the dictator of Uganda.
Okay.
He used to kill people, keep their flesh in fridge and eat.
But that is monarchy, I believe. This is not monarchy.
No, that is a sadism. Whether you are democratically elected or monarch, sadist is a sadist. To have any sort of vengeance against a dead body is something psychologically he should be sent to an asylum. He doesn't fit to be an army man because they are fighting for their country and these people are fighting for their country. What enmity they have and why it is happening, I can't comment on this because it is unheard.
What kind of a stand should the government take? Because
this cross-border firing and all this keeps happening all the time. There should be a permanent solution for that. It should be a political solution. And I don't know when we will reach. The moment the Kashmir issue is settled, India becomes rich on its own. You need not have development. We are spending 26% of the total spending of the union government on defense. 20% is on Pakistan because of Kashmir. Kashmir issue is not there. We can spend about 8 lakh crores of rupees every year for the development of downtrodden and poor. Imagine, we have this right from 1989. It started in 49 itself. But from 89 we are fighting almost every day. Every day it's a cross border. This has to be settled at any cost, but nobody really tries to do that. Pakistan government wants to win some local support making that Kashmir issue alive. And India government is also doing the same thing, I believe.
How is the Kashmir issue to be settled? Like, do we give away Kashmir or what do we do?
You sit and talk.
We do.
You are not prepared to talk.
Okay.
They say Kashmir is ours and they have their own points to their advantage. We say Kashmir is ours. We have our own points to advantage. How it will settle? Unless both of us have the strong feeling that unless this is settled for Pakistan and India, there is no development. Whatever you do, as long as that Kashmir issue is alive there is no development for both the countries. This has to be settled. Start a dialogue.
No, I believe that one of them has to stoop down. Either it has to be Nawaz Sharif or either it has to be Modi.
Why?
Because, I believe that politics
This is what the actual problem with both Pakistan and India is. What you said. Win-win situations will be there. You do not have to stoop down. First of all, start a dialogue.
They don't talk.
They say that no middleman should come. This is India issue. Only we will talk to Pakistan. Pakistan says, no, we will have some middlemen. With India is a huge big country. So they dominate us. We want some support. And India says, no, this is an internal matter. Who is right? India is right in its own way and Pakistan is right in its own way. Ultimately, who are the sufferers? The downtrodden people of our country. Pakistan was never a democracy. They have an election after 2-3 years they marched. Even today, in spite of the democratically elected government is there, still the military rules Pakistan. They have to obey the orders of the military. Otherwise they will not survive as president and prime minister of that country. Here it is not like that. Here military has to follow the government orders. We are totally different. So we have to initiate. Ours is a democratic country. We don't want war. Nobody wants to spend so much of money on war. Come on, give good education to the people here, good prospects to the people here. Why do you spend so much there? But when it comes to emotions, everybody wants a war. When you hear about the body, oh, we are ready to kill ourselves, but we have to teach a lesson to Pakistan. People see, wise politicians will play on this. It is happening from thousands of years. The moment people also become wise, it will be stopped.
You have been active in politics, like you claim to be, away from election politics. So your research is strong, your analysis is strong. Don't you think you should make a comeback?
I am here in politics. Who said I am not retired?
Yeah, exactly.
I have retired from election politics. I don't want to contest an election or go to any office. I am not interested in any office like an MP, MLA or anything. Whether it is nominated or elected, I don't have any interest. Because I am retired. I am plus 60 now. So I feel that I am active in politics. That's the reason you came here to interview me. That itself shows. Yes, I will be active in politics and all my friends are active in politics.
No, it is, usually believe that, like for example, Arvind Kejriwal, he got into politics so that he could, get the Lokpal bill passed, to make rules that he thinks it's correct. So,
What is Arvind Kejriwal's age? And what's my age? He is about 40 years old.
40, 50.
And I am already 60. I am there in politics from last 45 years. I am in politics my 14th year. I was in jail when I am 18. So I have enough. And I am happy. No regrets. Even though I could not do much for what I wanted to do. But at least I did not do anything which people did not expect of me.
What were your plans? Like, had you not resigned or had you not been expelled? What were your plans?
No, I have resigned. They would have accepted my resignation, but they have expelled instead. They wanted their hand to be upper hand. Anyway, yes, Congress party has given me so much. They have given ticket for me 4 times. I don't have any caste base or cash base. So I don't have any regrets being a congressman. They have expelled me. It's good. I have resigned by then itself. But they have chosen to be give me a status of being expelled. Okay, it's good.
We were taught in school that politics is an activity that is based on development of a country or a state or an organization. But today I believe that politics has taken a massive turn, and it has become about, I believe, it's a personal belief, that it has become about a game of emotions. But as Mr. Vundavalli Arun Kumar has said, everything takes time, and there is good as well as bad today that is happening in the world. And with the hope that politics will change and something good will turn out with the country, this is Harshita Nagpal for East News.